Welcome to Zelda Speed Runs. We have for you from the Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament 2025, a semifinals Game 3 matchup between Big Slamu and Tabby Orange. On tracking today is RG365, and I'll pass it over to our commentator team of Elendar and Drossi. Take it away, you two.
Hey, good evening, everybody. It's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be just me, at least for the start. We'll see if we get Trusty back in here. I had some things going on. There's some storms going around. Hopefully those don't come up in the background here, but hope everyone's safe and just chilling out indoors, enjoying their Zelda 2. We've got this is game 3. This is a big winner. This going on to the finals, gonna be a best of 5. Tabby took down the first one. Slamu took it back in the second. So this is going to be the decider. This is our 1 versus 4 seed here. The 2 and 3 seeds on the other side of the bracket. All the top seeds moving on. And we've got some islands here, it looks like, maybe. Immediate trophy town. We've got Asaria, which is just to the other side of a nothing lake. Got free boots, though it's kind of looking like not islands now with the shape of that lake, maybe a vanilla lake. Whole bunch of stuff going on. Hey, we got Drossi in here. What's up?
Hey!
Yep, and we're getting raided by the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community. Hope you enjoyed your race. We're just getting started here. Semifinals Game 3. We've got some free boots. We've got a vanilla like West and a bunch of towns right off the start. And cool, we can get medicine to get the trophy to get a P bag. Just cross all those off the list. And then this medicine is going to be in Medicine Cave, and it'll just be just a full circle of time wasting.
I'm still not used to this whole spells being ig and shuffled accordingly thing.
Yeah, it was a fun one to build. Big shout outs to J-Roboy for doing most of the assembly work on it.
But hey, at least it makes for nice early boots.
Yeah, and a lot of the work that got done in mixing the spells and the items logically actually really helped for doing multiple items for palaces too. We sort of sat down and did a big rework on logic and requirements that has been very helpful for helping develop other features. And what? So that looks like it's a caldera, but that side of the caldera ended up getting completely blocked by mountains.
Don't you love Attack 1, by the way, as both of our runners take deaths because it takes entirely too many hits to take down any of these enemies?
Yeah, it's 2 damage just is not a lot. Tabby hopefully Attack 2 in just a second here needs 2 more experience points without dying.
There we go.
Oh, it's not enough. That was a high life 3, and an even higher Attack 2. Ugh. Missed the grass tile item there. Alright.
Ooh, Magic Key and Saria, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, that,
Is the mirror shuffled?
The mirror is
Not the mirror, the water, sorry.
Sorry, the water and the mirror are both shuffled.
Oh, wow.
We will not be, you can adjust in the flags how you want to handle that. For this tournament, we've got the extra quest items, as the mirror is in P1, so that means we're gonna want to use that fairy spell for sure. But yeah, the extra quest items and spells are in the pool with everything else. The stabs are not. Those are in their vanilla locations. Okay, there is a way into that caldera. So it is possible.
Aren't even shuffled with each other?
The stabs are just in their vanilla location. They're not even shuffled with each other.
Oh, okay.
But they can be shuffled with each other or thrown into the pool with everything else. But stabs being shuffled in the pool is quite a bit harder on average. And so we didn't end up turning it on for this tournament just because in a normal kind of standard seed like we're playing here, usually you get access to down stab relatively early. Whereas when it's shuffled into the pool, it can be anywhere. It could be hiding in the far end of P5 and you just spend an hour without down stab at a seed. It can be a bit rough. Yeah, we could potentially have some stab shuffled into the pool for Max Rando, as Max Rando randos everything. So just a bunch more junk. We've got an extra heart container. We've got a maze.
Ooh. And Slammo did not want to yet explore it.
Yep, did see a raft tile on the maze.
Well, King's Tomb hint is completely useless.
Thanks, game. But we did see a raft on that maze, and the other end of the raft tile was right next to start here on the west, so raft gonna be pretty useless.
And Tabby takes the magic level. Which
Yeah,
Slammo was also taken.
and I think it definitely makes sense. Both our runners know for sure at this point that there is absolutely no way to get magic key without going into palaces, so you're just gonna need to get magic levels to cast fairy. Oh, although that container seems to be enough on magic too, so don't need a ton of magic levels. Of course, if they want that magic key, they're also gonna have to find P1. We have seen no palaces so far.
Maybe it's on Maze Island.
Yeah, absolutely could be.
So
And
Slammo's
Slammo's the first one to check,
actually starting to scout.
It'll be probably a quick check.
Oh,
around.
okay.
Yeah, he's got boots, so
Yeah, I didn't register that. Oh yeah, you can walk on the water and get around all these spike tiles.
definitely a lot easier with boots than without. Tabby has found a bunch of one-ups as well between the drop pool and some of the minor items available. And both runners going to search through the maze. It's either the maze or trying to go through the caldera.
Well, Tabby decided against the maze again.
Okay. So there's not really much left to check other than...
And what was that, P2?
I see. Tabby wants down stab. Sensible.
Okay, Slammo found a P bag in one of the drop downs. Not even that good of a P bag.
Ooh, Death Mountain holds the reflect spell.
Guess we're diving Death Mountain at some point.
Yep. I'm sure runners are hoping to have some levels, maybe a candle, before they have to do that, but...
How many gems is it? I see that we haven't,
It's,
like...
yep,
activated.
the full 6 gems.
Okay.
Yep, all through this tournament we're gonna be... Man, and both items in the maze. Junk and junk.
That's a bit disappointing.
Slimmy did pick up the 1-up before immediately up-ing and getting rid of it.
Yeah, I did find that kind of interesting that, well, if you're up-aying, why are you picking it up?
Yeah. Alright, so through the caldera it is.
So question. If Tabby is playing as Lizalfos, does that mean that the vanilla Lizalfos look like Link?
They don't.
Aw.
It's sort of up to the sprite author whether they want to make that swap or not. But yeah, with Fairy, they're for sure going to be able to get through the caldera, although doing these caves in the dark is sometimes painful, especially like this section right here. We get the long path. If you get some like red Dyrus or something in there, it can be very sketchy. We got a blue Lizalfos on blue Lizalfos battle for Tabby. Let's see who wins. The answer is definitely Tabby. 500 bucks
from that. Kind of nice for finally getting Attack 2.
Yeah, and Tabby's saving up immediately for presumably Attack 3. Well, Slim's still on Attack 1. Yeah, Tabby took that detour to get down stab instead of going into the maze. So I think a worthy detour. Slammy was not interested, but I think he's down to his last life here. The good news is, okay, just gonna fairy out. Yep, don't die here. So the good news is there's gonna be a palace in the middle here. He can take an up A on and refill.
Those blue Lizalfos giving 500 XP is pretty nice for Tabby.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Attack 3.
I'm curious if what you could do if there's like some really good ones. You go into the palace and leave, and it respawns all the enemies in the outside encounters. So Tabby could farm that 500 points a couple times. It gets a couple levels. Hasn't done it so far, but it's for 500 points apiece. It's worth considering. Slim is only getting 150 for these red iron knuckles.
And the poor blue Octoroks only give 5.
This should be enough for Slimmer to finally get Attack 2 at 11 minutes in.
And Tabby about to find junk.
Attack 2 is weird because, like, Attack 1 is almost always 2 damage, and Attack 2 is usually 3 damage. And so, technically speaking, Attack 2 is twice, 50% better than Attack 1 on average. But they both feel terrible.
By the way, do we know if Slamo's in 3 or 6?
We do not know yet. Oh, never mind. We do actually know. So the 3 clouds at the start mean that there are 3 items in this palace, and P6 can have 3 items, 3 can't. I didn't notice that initially.
Oh, right. I forgot about that new addition.
Yeah. You can check the clouds, or there's some statues in the wall. Either of those will tell you how many items are in the palace. That only happens if random items per palace is on, like we have here. If you set the items per palace to 0, 1, or 2 manually, it just is that. Sort of the expectation is that if you set the flags yourself, you should know what it is. But unsurprisingly, Slam are going to go in here and try to get these 3 items.
Well, even the red Lizalfos have a pretty nice reward.
Taken Tabby, unfortunately, quite a bit longer than Slammy did to try and find this other item.
Yeah, but think how many levels Tabby's farming in the process.
Yeah, it definitely has been nice. And unfortunately, Tabby's gonna get some garbage instead of a real item here.
But I don't think Tabby wants to lose that experience, so he's walking right out.
Slammy's first item is a completely worthless medicine. Kind of surprised he picked it up. That medicine is just good for a trophy, which is good for a pea bag.
But Slamu, for the second item, has found a jar.
Yeah, that one, definitely worth.
Yeah. We like magic.
Especially when he already used all his magic and can't cast fairy. Be a nice refill. Yeah, Tabby is gonna farm at least 1 more, get probably Attack 4 and then an up A if I had to guess. Maybe some more farming. Tabby's just resetting. Okay.
Field spell, okay, that's our third item.
Tabby's gonna do P2 with 1 item. Also pretty reasonable.
And what does that encased iron knuckle statue signify? Does that also tell you, like, the number of items or something?
No, it's just a statue someone put into the wall. We've got a bunch of new rooms designed for this version of the randomizer, and a couple of times weird things are in the wall just because 2 rooms look very similar from the start, and we wanted to make it clear, you know, if there's like a dead end versus non-dead end version of a room, that you have an easy signifier letting you know that, so you don't get trolled. But sometimes people just put things in the wall. Yeah, Aaron responding in chat. I just like putting things in the walls. Aaron, I believe, was the designer of that room.
And P2 has plenty of keys, though some of them are buried in blocks, so we can't get them without the glove.
Yeah, and Slamu abandoning P6 gets a couple items, but not going to continue onward. Presumably blocked in some way. I didn't get a full picture of it. A little bit surprised. I don't think Slamu got downstab before heading through here. I mean, he knows that the medicine is worthless, so there's no reason to, you know, wait until you get the medicine to double dip.
Oops, glove block.
You can logically ferry past that.
Oh, I suppose so. A fairy could
that,
fit there.
That one is a fairy or glove room. The Tabby, not interested, gonna continue onward. Maybe Tabby just didn't know that you can logically ferry through that room. I don't know.
And we really want P1 anyway.
Yeah, P1 would be the best ballast to find. That's not P1. Alright, a trophy cave for Slamu. Just gonna finish up the last on the west, and there's gotta be a way off this continent somewhere on this far side of the caldera.
Right, since Maze Island would just connect us right back.
Yeah. And I'm hoping it's going to take us to DM, because I enjoy the runners getting trolled. It's only kind
We
of a
also
troll.
know
They
that
do need to
reflects
get-
on DM, so it's not
Yeah, they
total
do need to-
trolling.
Well, but what if Reflect is under the rock? Ah, that'd be the good stuff. Ooh, this is interesting.
And here's Tabby in P6.
So Slamu has found... This is the last item cave in the west, and there's a rock block cave just to the north. It may be that that rock block cave is our way off the continent. And if that's the case, then our runners are going to have to go back into the palaces and find themselves a hammer. Oh, never mind. I had hope. I had hope. There is no hope. There's just a nice, easy bridge to the east. Oh, and there's a glove. Yeah, you know.
That would have been useful for Tabby.
So, after a slightly annoying start, the seed is in fact completely free. We do still have to go to DM at some point, so a hammer would be nice. Also, where's P1?
Could be in Valley of Death right there.
First item in Nukasudo is...
Oh, 6 magic was enough for Granny, okay.
Yep, and we got a kid, we got a heart container on the spell items, so that'll be a 7th. But Slamu not gonna go get it. He'll probably pick it up if he comes back with Spell. It's a quick fairy feat. Nice. Yeah, I don't know how many lives Slamu has left. Gotta be careful about not dying. Yeah, I think, yeah, Tabby just didn't pick up the medicine because it's medicine for trophy for P-Bag. So, Tabby just deciding not to.
Tabby did pick up the medicine.
Did he? You know,
Yeah.
he's in the room with the medicine.
Yeah, no, I saw him grab it, just
Picking
like
it up
grab
and not
the
picking
shield
it up,
spell,
obviously,
and yeah.
They're basically the same thing. Nobody's going to be turning that medicine in. Even when Slamu goes back for down stab, I highly doubt he's going to bother turning the medicine in. Especially because when you get, a hint about it being a P-Bag, you do not know what size of P-Bag it is. If it was early, you might take the gamble. Maybe it's a 500. Maybe this will be worth turning in. It's not early. Oh, there's that hammer.
Nice find there.
So, only potentially required overruled item left would be a flute. Could still need that. Other than that, Reflect going to be in DM. Thunder going to be the last missing piece.
Tabby getting really close to another level. I think that's going to be life 5.
Yeah, Tabby might hold on to that and try to get attack 5 out of it. Depends on how you think experience is going to go. Is one nice thing about P6 is that you can hold on.
If Mariah were here, he'd say that attack 5 is cheating.
No, attack 6 is cheating. Attack 5 is fine.
Oh, okay. We're taking life 5 in any case.
Yeah. Makes sense. Like I said, the experience of the boss is so high in P6, you could probably get to attack 5 anyway. Depends on whether he can actually get to Barba. He has spent quite a bit more time than Slamu did in here.
Oh, we're seeing more and more rooms. Ooh, interesting room. I've not seen this one before.
Yeah, that one is there's a number of rooms that were added in 5.1 that I made that are rooms that serve a function. We needed a room that just converts an elevator into a drop when the palace creation wants to do that. And so that's that room.
Okay then.
The one, and then this room is the opposite of that. That's a room you can drop into that has an elevator.
And here's Barba.
Hey, alright, so this was clearable by Slamu. I understood he not wanting to spend forever in here. We had already found 2 of the 3 items.
But if Barba's 700, then Tabby's gonna be 6 short of the next level.
Yeah, Barba also rolled up quite a bit. Rocking a solid 11 bars of health.
But that attack 4 is actually winnowing down Barba pretty quickly.
Tabby getting some good cycles too. Getting 6 or 7 hits on a good cycle.
Down goes our first boss. And it is
It is
700. We are 6 short, and
there's no way back. There's no other items he can't back up from where he is. He's got to just take it.
wasn't there one previous screen?
Yeah, but there's no enemies on that screen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Or I think there is an enemy on that screen, actually.
Yeah, I feel like he could have
Iron
gone
Knuckle or
one screen
something.
back, gotten an enemy, and...
Yeah. I think there is actually an enemy on that screen. Oh well. I understand you, like, there's value in it, but I also understand Tabby just wants to go fast.
Again, channeling his inner Mirai.
I mean, Mirai's a champ for a reason. Going fast is the name of the game. This is the semifinals. Slamu picks up a flute, so that could be required. Might as well pick it up while you're here.
Right, we haven't seen Three-Eye Rock or the River Devil yet.
There's a raft. Slamu has the kid, but probably just going to get upstab here and leave. He is interested in the hints. I'm sure hoping for a thunder hint.
And Tabby still hasn't made his way to East Hyrule yet.
One thing that turns on when you have the spells shuffled into the pool, just to try and prevent it from turning every seed into 100% seed, is if spells are shuffled in the pool, there is always at least one hint for one of Reflect, Thunder, or Fairy required spells. Unfortunately for Slamu, we did see that Reflect hint earlier. It is possible still that there's randomly a hint for one of the other spells, but it's relatively unlikely.
Well, we don't really need a fairy hint.
Yeah, a thunder hit would be great though. Alright, Tabby now also on the east. And now
Very
not
briefly.
on the east. Yeah. Tabby's got a couple of caves left to get here. Ooh. Interesting. RG, apparently Slim didn't get that reflect hint.
Bobby
Interesting. I know Tabby did. I didn't catch whether Slamu did or not. Alright, well there's a river devil who looks useless. Looks like he just leads to a pass-through into nothing. Still could be a three-eyed rock hiding something. And we're gonna find out in about 10 seconds. About 15 seconds.
Oh, Slamu has 6 lives. I'm not too worried.
Yeah, just a little bit of a time loss.
Slamu is 2/3 of the way to being a cat.
So, yeah, the thing under Three-Eyed Rock is random in this flag set, but it was a palace. And it's P1.
So, flute hard required.
Yeah, and a very nice flute. Because a magic key would be quite good right now, even with 6 bars. I don't know if Slamu has 2 casts. You're saying it looks like P5? Maybe I missed it? It's hard to watch in 2 streams at once. We'll get hopefully some pillars or a window in just a second.
To answer chat, flute was in Old Kasuto.
Yeah, flute not too far from where Three-Eyed Rock was, but it was a bit of an annoying walk. Tabby finding his item. Got a spell
Oh, the spell. Okay.
That could be useful. I mean, it could be thunder. We don't know. We're starting to run out of locations for thunder. It would be really funny if it was also in DM. We've got 1 item left in DM. We've got a bunch of palace items still outstanding.
Yeah, Slamu did not pick up the mirror yet, did he?
I don't think so.
And he is also gonna burn a gem as he is 37 points away from a level. Oh no, that was Horsehead was a mini guardian there.
Yeah, that was just the item room.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Alan confirming. Oh yeah, these pillars. This is definitely P5. Also, that window. This is definitely P5 for Slam.
Oh, sorry.
No mirror here.
It's Tabby who's in P1?
No, Tabby is in...
I thought someone was in P1.
No, Tabby's in... This is a 3 or 6, so... It's gonna be...
Must be 3 because we were already in 6.
Yeah. And here's another item in 3, just another container.
Well, now Tabby knows for sure when he gets to New Kasuto, Granny will let him in.
Yeah, we have not seen P1 yet, so it is definitely
Okay, I guess I
Valley...
just
It's gotta be the
got
Valley of
confused.
Death Palace at this point. So, unlikely to see anyone in there soon. Probably Slamu would do 5 before doing 1.
Oh, hello, Rebo.
So what's the... It's 5 and GP is the last palace in the east, so... Yeah, maybe Slamu goes there right after this, and then... Cause you gotta go back at some point, but... I don't know, it's a little interesting because Slamu definitely wants to up A at some point to get downstab. Tabby can just sort of walk back and avoid having to go through the caldera again, or at least halfway going through the caldera again.
And there's attack 5 for Tabby. That also puts him up 2 gems to 0.
Yeah, Slamu has enough overworld exploration that probably gonna even out pretty shortly here. But
Right, for instance, he's gotten the flute, which
Yeah.
allows this access to P5.
yeah, and also, probably more important than any of that, the glove. Tabby will get all these things, but it's gonna take a bit. Wow, that's extremely rude. These boots, absolutely useless. No way around the outside. You gotta walk through all this. Although it is gonna funnel him to his glove, so I'm sure he's not gonna be upset about it.
Well, he might have liked to have those earlier.
Oh, interesting. Tabby just not gonna do the rest of the east. Just gonna go... Probably do maze, clear out the rest of the west, and then come back east. You sort of have to do this at some point anyway.
So had Slammy been on the other side of that room already? I noticed he didn't up... That he did up A, he didn't try to cut through the blocks.
Yeah, so one thing that, if you haven't seen a bunch of the newer version, the palace style that we have on is a palace style where the layout of the palaces makes sense. And so some of Slamu's decisions are based on him building a map in his head about how the palace is laid out. And sometimes you check a room and you just see, oh, well that just leads back to the way I already was. So I don't need to go into that room because it's just gonna loop me back around in a circle. I'm gonna take this other way instead. And as you're playing, it's definitely cool that you can start to make a mental model of like how the palace is laid out and what goes where. But it can be tricky to try and keep track of that for 2 runners at once, so.
Oh, our restreamer saying Slamu doesn't have downstab. I thought they both did.
Yeah, no, Slamu did not get downstab. That's why I was thinking Tabby might have just cleared out the east and then walked back west.
And what the heck is this item?
That is a pail of water.
Oh, for Naburu, okay. And Goomba came in beefy today.
Oh, a thing I missed that is marked on Slamu's tracker. Apparently, Naburu is where the thunder is.
Oh, so we kind of need that water.
So yeah, that's important. Is it a glass of water? I don't actually know. Irene made that sprite. Maybe we can ask her. I don't actually know what it is. A couple of the sprites went through a couple iterations. We do actually have a in the new version that will be out after the tournament finishes. We have a new fire sprite, so that we can see the difference between linked fire and regular fire when it's on the ground. For this tournament, fire always linked to a random spell somewhere. We may not see where the fire spell is today.
And Slamu gets Guma down there. Only 200 XP, though.
That's a shame.
Guma definitely rolled low in the XP department today.
Okay. Apparently, this is why we have trackers, keeping track of everything. Shout out to RG. Slow apparently does have fire and just hasn't tested it. It is still very expensive at Magic 3. Alright. Tabby finishing off P2. And then presumably Slam are going to go do P1 now before up-Aing.
Oh, and there's attack 6 for Tabby.
Yeah, Tabby's been following his preferred leveling strategy of basically just take attack and life and don't really take magic levels if you can, so you can get big power levels off of bosses. It can be a bit spooky since I think Tabby still only has one cast of Fury per life, but hasn't come up. This is a bit tricky. Lulazolfos on short ceilings always scary. It gets rewarded with a life refill, and man, Tabby another one up. There's one ups seem to be very common in the draw pool. Alright, so there's 2 items here. So Slamu should be able to, yeah. One-ups are so common in the edit pool, Tabby has decided to stop picking them up. So 2 items here. One of them is going to be the mirror to get the magic key. The other one, Slamu finds his life spell, and he does not want it. Slamu's like, I've got shield, I want to go fast, I don't need a life spell. So almost getting trolled in that block room. And gets trolled immediately after the block room. Oh, that's right, he can break his way out if he needs to. Tabby back in the east doing standard eastern exploration. Gonna get his flute, hammer. Should have Thunder Spell in not too long. And Slamu just a P1 and an up A away from doing Western Palaces as well. Definitely the order that Tabby has done things in has paid off. Just in terms of, I think Tabby's going to have one less required trip to the east than Slamu had.
And what is in this spell tower for all that?
It can't be much. Maybe some junk, a heart container. Ah, there we go. Wagu's letter.
Oh, okay.
Lets you cross the river.
And Slamu turning down... Oh, right, that was the life spell, not a heart container. That was what the arrow meant.
Yeah.
I'm still getting used to all these symbols.
Yeah, he is not interested in the life spell.
He is interested in Horsehead.
And there couldn't have been much more palace to get to Horsehead, and here he is. And there he goes. Oh, Magic 4.
Second
big
gem.
reduction on Fairy.
Wow, so we have seen everyone but Karok. We have not gotten Reflect yet, of course.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to make a trip into DM eventually.
Kind of impressive, though, when we've seen between the two runners every boss but Karok, and neither runner has beaten the same boss as the other.
Yeah, this just Tabby doing west and east first, Slammy doing east stuff first. We should come back together in a bit. I suspect Tabby probably has a little bit of advantage right now, especially if Slamu doesn't have that Reflect Hint. I don't know whether he got it or not. I don't remember where it was.
He does not have Reflect. He just brought up his spell menu.
Yeah, I don't know if he has the hint for it.
Oh, unless Fire is Reflect?
Okay, RG, remembering the hint for where Reflect is, he's in this town. So Slamu does not have that hint, but will very shortly.
Oh.
No, he will not? That's not good. How do we get to DM? I wouldn't be surprised if the way to DM is that rock block cave right next to the bridge. No one has had Hammer and been by that rock at the same time, and a cave is our last connector. Oh, VT said there's just a cave in the east that we missed. Ah, yeah, Slamu does actually have that marked down in his tracker. That's a little bit unfortunate that Slamu has now, for sure, missed that Reflect hint. So Slamu having some extra magic and also a key, gonna put him, hopefully, with some quick clears on these palaces. Tabby gonna end up with a bunch of extra levels in compensation. But the big concern now is going to be how much time is Slamu going to spend searching palaces for Reflect that isn't going to be there? Hard to say. At least in this 2, I'm pretty sure the items were basically just on the way. Yeah, the bridge connects to sections of water that are on the edge of the map. Even though sometimes the edge of the map is mountains, we did rework the bridge/raft drawing code for the next version, so should hopefully cut down on some of the weirdness like that. There's been a bunch of... The new version has a bunch of sort of tweaky little changes to try and avoid weird stuff. all over the place in a bunch of different biomes.
Here's Tabby's flute incoming.
Slamu getting some water. Both runners picking up a required item. Nobody's trying to make the 3-tile jump. There's an incredibly minor time save you can do with that Rib Slamu just left, where if you make a 3-tile jump, you can jump on top of the wall there and exit without taking the time to drop down. It saves about 2 seconds if you hit it on the first try. Yet to see anyone actually go for it in a race. Because if you fail to hit it the first try, it loses time.
And there's Tabby's upstab for all that it's worth.
Yeah, it could be useful. Got plenty of upstabs that could be required in GP, and no jump spell yet either, so no ability for our runners to do upstab skip, so definitely want to have actual upstab if that's the case. Alright, and now Tabby has found DM.
Tabby knows that Reflect is here.
Yes, and hence will be immediately searching it. Meanwhile, Slamu has, as expected, even upped on gems. Oh, there's our rock. 50-50 chance here.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, no hammer cave this time. Must be nice.
Yeah, I guess there's nothing we could really need in Hammer Cave at this point, is there?
Thunder is behind the water, so Tabby should have that shortly. Tabby has water. Slamu also has water, but did not have water when he was there before. But I don't think Tabby knows where Thunder is. But I mean, you're gonna check your towns. That's the any key was behind here. That's what Slamu has. Tabby unlikely to get that key at this point, because Tabby's done with the West. And here's Thunderspell Town for Tabby, so gonna be in go mode in just a second. Didn't actually catch whether Tabby can cast Thunder. At 7 bars, you probably can. You are guaranteed to be able to cast Thunder at 8 bars.
Well, yes, you can't really charge more than 128 for a spell.
Yeah, actually 120 is the hard limit on randomized spells.
Oh, huh.
I don't know why 120 was chosen instead of 128, but that's how it's always been.
Because I know in vanilla 128 is possible.
Yeah, in randomized spells, they cannot cost more than 120. But also the likelihood of it actually being 120, basically none.
And we can always just level up our magic.
Yeah. But 7 bars not guaranteed for a surprisingly long time. Vanilla Thunder is 128 all the way up until Magic 7.
Yeah, it goes down to 100 at Magic 7 and then 64 at Magic 8.
Yeah. So, since Randomizer follows the vanilla curve plus or minus 50%, sometimes you can get some really mean seeds where you do actually have a number of things. Yep, no raft required today. Tabby is in go mode. Raft just takes you from basically right next to start in the west to Maze Island, which is basically right next to the start in the west. Not even really a time save. Slamu slightly ahead in palaces at this point, but unfortunately, Slamu he doesn't have Thunder, but he knows right what Thunder is, and he has the item to get it. That's not going to be a problem. The problem for Slamu is he lacks both the Reflect spell and the hint about the Reflect spell being in DM. He is not likely to get it at this point, so...
Yeah, he did not pick up that hint in Mito.
We'll see. That could cost him a bunch of time. It could cost him not very much time, depending on how aggressively he decides to search DM. I have to expect that he'll probably take a look at it when he decides to go get Thunder. But the question is just then at that point, you know, how much time does he spend grabbing items out of palaces that he doesn't need? Sort of just depends on the layout of the palaces. Sometimes you just find all the item rooms on your way through normally and it doesn't really matter. Tabby taking a gamble on picking up another item, hoping presumably that it's a container or something. But no container, only one up. There have been so many, not only has the drop pool been very one-uppy, a lot of the minor items in the pool have also rolled into one-ups.
Yeah, as we said, Slamu became nearly a cat at one point, with getting close to 9 lives.
Yeah. It's a thing that's nice to have, but I don't think either of these runners are gonna lose almost any amount of time to preserve those lives.
Well, as you said, Slamu's now ahead on the gems, but there's that issue of Reflect.
Yeah. So far, he has not spent any additional time looking for palace items, so it has not cost him anything. We'll see how that evolves through P3 and P4.
Or if he even dives P4 without Reflect.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Reflect can be in P4. It is a hell of a gamble to take. No gamble at all going into P3 here.
Wow, life 7.
Yeah, Tabby just avoiding taking a magic level for as long as possible. Probably...
Well, he still has 2 more gems to place, so he can easily run up his magic points.
Yeah. Curious... Oh, that's right. You have to go around now. Tabby's gonna do 4 before 1. Okay, I don't think this is any faster or slower. I think it's basically the same speed either way. So he just passed by the entrance to 1. I'm like, oh, is he not doing 1? But it's going to be faster for him to walk out of the Valley of Death than for him to take an up A for sure. So it's going to be
There's
pretty
the
much the
spell for Slamu. As far as he knows, New Kasuto has Reflect.
Yeah.
Spell Tower.
It would be unfortunate. There was a similar thing in the first race where Slamu sort of was missing one required item, and him getting the spell meant that he just lost even more time looking at places. I mean, it's similar to this race, right? Tabby has been really aggressive looking for hints. Slamu has not. And that got Slamu in the first race, and it might here as well. Hints are good. I mean, yes, it does take time to go get the hints. Yes, there's a trade-off either way. But, when it pays off, it really does pay off. Tabby thinking about that heart container, decides against it. Just trying to go fast here. Ooh, interesting. Tabby just drop it all the way down. Doesn't want to check the right there. Got another item. Magic container. Okay, so Tabby now guaranteed to be able to cast Thunder. That magic 8 bars. That might be the weirdest magic level I've seen in a long time.
Does feel nice when you get all 8 containers.
This is a Tabby in a room we call the turnaround room. Because of the way the block starts, sometimes you have to turn around to get to the thing. Come down the elevator, it's just a dead end. And so now Tabby can't go right without going left and then going around. Well, I'm probably just going to see a left check here from Tabby. Yeah. Yeah, it's been interesting seeing different people's different strategies towards getting hits. I mean, it's understandable you want to go fast. Going and getting hints takes time, but it's a gamble either way.
Karok sure rolled weak today.
Yeah.
And Slamu ignoring that heart container too.
Oh, I don't think Slamu intended to up A there. I think he was trying to cast Fairy there.
Oh, I think you're ahead of me.
As he has, so what I think happened to Slamu there, after taking this drop, is, you can, if you don't want to play with a second controller, you can bind the reset command to be up and select while paused on the first player controller instead of up A on the second player controller. But that could be a bit tricky because if you are paused and you are menuing up, trying to unpause, and then trying to cast a spell at the same time, it is possible to accidentally up A.
Oh, here goes Tabby getting all the magic levels.
Yep, it's going to happen sooner or later. Looks like it's going to be then, so Tabby going to end up at a nice solid 667 for GP. And Slamu going to be a little bit behind, though 567 is levels I'm sure he is very comfortable with.
Yeah, he just needs that reflect spell, though.
Oh yeah, Jay Coper with a good point. Probably Tabby will not actually get those magic 6. Oh no, he was just short of a level there anyway. Okay, so could be 667, could be 677, could be 668. I don't know if I don't know Tabby well enough to know whether Tabby is a fan of burning gems. Say I would burn this gem, but
Life spell gets no respect.
different runners have different opinions about life and shield spell. My preference is pick up whichever of the two you find first and then not the other one. I really like having something for safety, but you really don't need both because they're competing for how you spend your magic. Some runners will just grab them no matter what because they think more safety is good, which is understandable. Game overing is a big time loss. Some runners just want to go fast and they won't grab either no matter what. Sort of depends on how you feel about safety versus time loss. So as expected, Slimu is going to check his spell. Unfortunately for him, the only locations he has left to search at this point are his spell tower and DM, and he's going to just last location Thunder. Or close to last location. Probably he'll find the rock beforehand.
And Tabby's about to place his 6th crystal, so he'll be going to GT very shortly. Of course, that doesn't mean anything. I have enough time seen the second runner into GT be the one who wins.
Oh yeah, I mean, game overs are an absolute equalizer. We've seen races already in these brackets decided by a runner taking an unfortunate game over in GP and losing 5 or 6 minutes. And the other racer coming back.
Oh yeah, Jay Coper reminding us that the Tabby never did get the magic key.
Yeah, that is one thing. The magic key can potentially block you in GP. So it is possible the jump spell as well, though both of those relatively unlikely in this Palace style. It can happen. And if Tabby has to get the magic key, it wouldn't be awful because, I mean, Tabby does have that. I believe Tabby has the mirror already and just didn't bother going back to turn it in. But if we need a jump spell, I mean, at this point, it's in Hammer Cave, right? I mean,
we're running out of locations.
I think Slimu has checked
out of locations.
I think Slimu has checked every palace item, every overworld item. I think it has to be in Hammer Cave at this point. Slimu's tracker certainly suggests that he's seen every palace item. It is easier to kill things for a random key if there's small keys in the drop pool. I don't know if there are small keys in the small enemy drop pool, and large enemies don't respawn, so not always farmable, but we'll see. Say 102.10 for Tabby coming into GP. And we immediately get a big elevator. So lots of options here. A number of rights available, a couple lefts.
But really, who goes left in GP?
Not many people. I mean, if you think you're like way behind, you can gamble on it. Gambling on left continues to be an option. Cool. This stinks for Tabby.
I've seen GPs where you just had to go left and Dark Link was like 3 more rooms.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. Tabby gonna start off though with the meta routing of go down, go right. Oh. So Slimu taking his required detour to go get Thunderspell. And it's gonna be in DM probably in just a second, having nowhere else really to go. I guess Slimu hasn't checked if Reflect is in 4, but you gotta check DM before seeing if Reflect is in 4. That's a crazy play.
Yeah,
Slimu
so
did see both items.
just confirming, but I was about to say, didn't Slammu already go into 4 and check the
I didn't know
items?
if he had gotten both items.
Very nice Thunderbird fight so far from Tabby.
Yeah, nice and clean. I wasn't paying attention to Tabby at the time, but Tabby did burn that gem. Just staying on 667.
No, Tabby's now on 677.
Okay, no, beating is hard. I'm just done. Ooh, nice. The red jar from Thunderbird. Very convenient. Giving Tabby a nice big refill on magic immediately before the palace requires magic.
Is this a Thunderbird required setting or not?
Yes, Thunderbird is required. So
Okay,
everything
so
before is nothing.
we now know where we need to go.
Yeah, and Tabby, now that Thunderbird is gone, probably just going to start abusing this Fire Fairy as much as humanly possible.
Just hope he doesn't die.
Slimu, meanwhile, immediately upping at a DM, gonna go do P4. Probably gonna be quite a bit behind into GP though, and Tabby cut off quite a few paths that were not required at the start.
Yeah, with Tabby having found Thunderbird, I'd say it's his race to lose now.
He's got a lot of magic and life for safety. Shield spell available.
This is an interesting room.
Yeah, I'd be casting Fire Fairy here. I'd also be casting Fire Fairy here. When you've got Fire Fairy, any room that has lava, just immediately be like, nope, 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 nope.
Oh, there you go.
Lava, the true killer in GP. More birds.
Two blue knights. Boy, is that a lot of swords in the air.
Just cast Fairy, right? So far, this path after Thunderbird, 100% linear.
Until now with that drop down.
Tabby's gonna take the drop. Is one property of the way this flag set and this palace style work is that whenever you have a drop in a palace, it can't lead you to a dead end that you can't get stuck behind a drop. So anytime you drop, it is guaranteed to be able to either loop back to the entrance, put you back on the path you were on, or to lead to an exit to the palace, which means the boss.
I've always wondered how the heck does the logic handle all this stuff?
It's complicated, is the short answer.
TM.
Yeah, it's definitely something I can walk anyone through who's interested, but it is not a short discussion. Yeah, the rare double Kingbot sighting on Tabby's side, usually you only see one Kingbot because when you kill a Kingbot, all of the smaller bots spawning clears out most of the remaining enemy indexes. But if you just go past the
intentional
Kingbot...
death there for the refill.
Yeah, Tabby figured he was probably going to get hit and die in this room anyway, and so better to die at the beginning of the room than get all the way through the end of the room and then die there.
We just keep going down at every opportunity. Debating the statue. Come on, take the Link doll. Okay.
Tabby, finally you have the refill room. Sometimes that room can be very spooky. The vanilla enemy for that room is a Bird Knight.
Oh, I didn't know that was an actual room and not a community room.
It is a community room, but all of the community rooms have the sort of the enemies that are vanilla in air quotes, right? The normal enemies written for those rooms. You just don't see them a lot because we usually play with them.
Here we go. Get your GGs in. It would be pretty difficult for Tabby to lose this Dark Link battle on this much health.
Yeah. If Tabby all of a sudden decided to try and fight Dark Link the intended way, maybe. Quite a bit more.
Who does that?
A little bit of issues at the end for Tabby, but get your GGs in chat. Winner of this best of 3 and advancing to the finals, Tabby Orange.
Yeah, GG's Tabby. Slamu takes a death, and that's probably going to be a forfeit. Yep.
Yeah, Slamu gonna call it. And 7 minutes 17 seconds for a GP with, no wrong ways at a fork, and no game overs. Kind of a long GP, but
it was fairly long.
Definitely, it had the possibility of being real short. And we've got Tabby in here. GG.
Thank you.
That that was a wild one. We'll get a Slamu in here in just a sec. There we go. Oh, there we go. Got Slamu in here as well. GG.
Hey, thanks. GG's Tabby. Congrats on the W.
Thanks, GG's.
Yeah. Similar to race 1, this one came down to hints.
Oh, what hint did I miss?
In the reflect spell hint was
yes.
Tabby got down stab relatively early, basically right after being able to cast Fairy, and got the hint there, where Slamu, you didn't get the down stab until much later, and then just up 8 out of the town, and there was a hint for reflect there. So unfortunately, Slamu basically last locationing reflect sort of burned him.
Yeah, I intentionally took Magic 2 to go back and get down stab, and then I never went back and got down stab. So
yeah,
yep, that's on me. I did it.
I decided, because it's right there, and a lot of these ones you kind of go through the west and you never come. I was like, even if I had to grind to Magic 3 or Magic 4, I'm gonna get up down stab now. And luckily, I only had to do the Magic 2, and the Magic Jar was there.
Yeah.
But I was like, I gotta find somewhere to get Magic 3 here, because you don't want to go through the entire game without down stab. It's worth it to just grind.
No, you don't. You definitely don't. As I just did it. Yeah, I was hoping that'd be a lot of glove blocks or something in the west, and I don't think I saw a single real glove block in.
Yeah, the only glove block was in 2. Because I went in there early, and that was glove blocked. And then I went back after I got the glove.
So I guess you did have to come back either way, but
yeah, you
had
had to come back.
I had to come back twice, which that second trip home was the pain.
Yeah, technically that drop room where you landed on top of the ceiling and then there's another drop and there's a 3-block jump you can make from the right side. Technically that room is glove blocked in the logic, but it wasn't too difficult to go either way.
I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, I can get out of that room every way.
Well, I think you can't get to the drop from the left without glove, I don't think.
Yes, but I guess the
logic is assumes worst case scenario right now. It doesn't go exit to exit, so. But yeah, I mean that was the big hits for the race. You two sort of did the race in opposite order, but didn't, with Slamu you just did everything west first. Tabby did everything east, but it didn't really change too much on the reverse order because you sort of had to go back and forth either way.
Yeah.
That's all I've got. Either of you have any final thoughts here?
I mean, obviously disappointed, but it was a blast. I mean, honestly, I think this is the best that I've been at this game, and I've been playing this game for a long time. So,
Yeah.
feel good for what I did, and just gotta keep grinding. And congrats to Tabby. Good luck against Angel or Chadbert. And thank you to Alan and everybody else that helped put this together. Right? Obviously, I mean, we get to play this game because in a competitive manner because people like Alan and Sonny and Chadbert and everybody else jump in and help out. So thanks to you guys.
Yeah, and GG's again, Slamu, for a good series, and yeah, thanks to thank you, Elendar and Drossi on comms getting this on the restream. So very cool. Thank you.
All right, and if you can give a follow to our runners, Tabby Orange and Big Slamu, for the 3 races they put on for us. All of them very great races, so definitely want to thank them for that. Again, thank you Elendar and Drossi for commentary, and to RG365 behind the scenes for tracking. I'm going to send you over to Lat Mackey, who's doing a Zelda 2 New Game Plus NMG run. So you can have fun watching that. Our next race, let me check real quick on the randomizer schedule. Get it pulled up fast enough. We have game 2 between Chadbert and Angel FM tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So, of course, adjust for your time zone. But other than that, thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.